I'm literally looking for people that believe in this, that believe in what we're doing, believe they can help people, believe you can change your life, and believe in Easy Pay and believe in the coaching. Because if you come in and you really believe in what we're doing, this shit works. Okay, it works. Next, I want to get Daljeet on out of Queens, New York. I'm excited for you, Daljeet. You're next up. If you can turn your camera on, I've got you. There he is. Daljeet,
how you doing,
what's
Joe?
going on, man?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I am good. I am excited to have you on here. I know, I think I've known you for 2 days and you're having success up there. I know tonight was iffy if you were going to make it or not. Last minute, you said, I'll be there. And here we are, man. So welcome on to the call.
Appreciate it, man. I know I was listening to Tony and I heard him and Dustin are killing it out there.
Yeah. They're killers, man. And that's what we're looking for is not necessarily killers, right? We're looking for business people that treat it like a business. But my job is to change people's lives, right? So most companies, I'm gonna kind of go off on the side here for a sec, but most companies, they're okay getting 1,000 reps. And if each one signs 2 deals, that's 2,000 deals. Great for the company, lots of money. Nobody changes their life, right? I'm here for the normal person. I'm an average Joe. You're an average, hardworking person, just like me. We've got a great vehicle that we can change our life with. And my job is to help people change their life with it, right? Not go sign 2-3 deals and bring on 1,000 reps. And I think that you match that too. I'm really excited that you and Tony are on the same call. So give us your background, man, so I don't drag us on for 50 minutes, which I easily could. What's your background? Have you done merchant service before? Have you been in sales before? What's the quick rundown of Daljeet?
Yeah, I don't want to go too far, but let's keep it short for so I have done merchant service sales before with another company. I've known about the cash discounting program. I have sold it before. Yep. I actually seen your videos on YouTube, Joe. So, I started watching some of your videos and I actually knew you knew what you were talking about. You know what I mean? You was out there in the field. I loved your videos. It was very knowledgeable. And, I decided to give you guys a shot. I spoke to Justin Friday and I'm here, man.
Yeah. So out of all the companies out there, you're no stranger to the industry. What made you land here? What were you looking for? What did you find out of, the content and, what made you actually land here?
So it was just mostly the training. Like, even before I even signed on, it was the YouTube videos that you post. Like every single YouTube video that I watch, it was very like you can tell you know what you were talking about and you knew exactly what you were doing, right? And in every single video, you were out in the field. Like everything was realistic, real world. It wasn't no hey, say this or this way or that way. You were out there and you were doing it and you were showing it. And it kind of made me realize this guy's killing it. If he can do it and he wants people to come on board, I can just follow what he has done before because he's been there. Like you said, you've been doing it for 15 years. I can take his 15 years of knowledge and apply it to myself.
Yeah. And you're taking it. I mean, you've already been in the industry. You already, I know you got 1 turned in, you wrote 2. I don't know if the second one was turned in, but I've only known you for like 48 hours. We got a couple of apps in the works, 1 turned in, and all that knowledge, again, like I told Tony, it's the tools, it's a tool belt.
Yep.
A contractor showing up on the job site with a hammer and nails and all that stuff doesn't mean squat if he's not willing to swing the hammer, if he's not willing to actually put in the work. Right. Yep. And if they show up without their tools, their foreman's going to say, what the hell are you doing here? Get off my job site. Right. And that's kind of how we run our business. That's exactly why I'm excited to have you, because you came right in, you're taking action. So, if you've been in the industry, you're already doing cash discounting. Again, I'm going to kind of go back. I'm going to dig a little deeper. Like, what is it in particular with Easy Pay that had you even looking around outside of like my content? Forget me, take me out of the equation. What did you see in us as a company that you were missing wherever you were selling before, or however many people you sold for? What was missing over there that even had you looking in to begin with that you feel like you found here?
It was the core model, literally the core model that you guys, promote, the no contract, as month to month. So in that way, it's merchants don't feel trapped because you laid it out. It's like merchants, they've been done dirty before. They're tired of, going through the cycle of, being done dirty, having to pay fees, all of that, being locked in the contract, leases, all of that. They hate it. It just makes them that much harder to actually sell the cash discounting program. Yeah. It was the core model that, hey, it's no contract, month to month. the only thing you really got to lose is a bill. You know what I mean? Try us out for 30 days. You got nothing to lose. For whatever reason you don't like it, you're not stuck in a contract or a lease, right? I feel like with that core model, it was just like a no-brainer. You know, when you explain that to the merchant, it's like they literally can't really be like, hey, this and that. They have no excuses but to just get rid of that bill, you know? So it was definitely the core model, because a lot of companies, almost every single company out there, they want to do 2-3 year contracts. They want to lease you equipment, all of that. And merchants are just tired of it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, not to run a whole training lesson like I do on one of my, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday calls or in the course, but dude, that core model just makes it so logical.
It's
like I make money every time you swipe a card. I give you a machine for free. We have to pay commissions. Therefore, we're investing in your account. So for us to not lock you in a contract, and the only way we make money is by you staying with us and swiping cards, obviously we're going to deliver a phenomenal experience. Try us out. It just, that versus leasing, which leasing is just the worst thing ever. I won't even go down that road, but core model, great answer. We're really, really proud of the core model, and it put us in as a company in a position to have to deliver. It puts us as a company in a position to have to give those merchants the greatest experience possible, because, you know, you don't know me from Adam, right? Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't mean anything about me. I've known you for 48 hours. So the proof is in the pudding, right? You can't argue that somebody intends to do good business when they have the core model as their foundation, meaning no contract, free equipment. And we make our money by people being happy, and they're with us because they're happy, not because they're locked into a contract. And that's so important for people like you who don't know us, like personally, not yet, because you're the one that's actually, every single person on this call, if you're out there and you're working, whether you're representing Easy Pay or another company, or maybe you're even in another industry, you're representing yourself, right? When you go in and you tell your customer something and say, this is how this works, this is what you're going to get, you need to believe that they're actually going to get it. Because if they don't, you're ruining your name in your community and in your area. You agree, Dalji? That's why the core model really grabbed you, I'm assuming.
No, absolutely, because it kind of just puts that trust factor in the merchant. Like, okay, if there's no contract, then these guys are onto something. You know what I mean? Especially when you tell them like, hey, there's no contract. You know, if we don't deliver on what we say we're gonna do, you can just leave us. You're not obligated to work with us. But I tell them like, hey, the reason why we do no contract is because we want to earn your business every single month, right? We want you to stay with us for a long time. We want this to be your last switch ever, you know? So I tell them that. I literally told, you know, people who sign up with me, I have your app right here filled out. So I literally told them that. So it's like, when you tell them that, it's like the core model works. And on top of that, it's like you kind of just sell yourself. Like, hey, if I don't do what I say, what I'm going to do, then it's like, you can just leave us.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
It's a trickle down effect, man, all the way from the back end to the support, to the sales rep making his promise, to Easy Pay, to all of us. We all have to live up to what we're saying, man. It's fantastic. All right. So couple last questions here. The culture, the support, the back end, the stuff that, you know, helps you when you actually need it, the stuff that people don't think about until they're in a moment and they actually need it. What have you seen as far as our culture? How would you label the culture? How would you tell people about, you know, what we're actually doing here? And then dive in a little bit to support. I guess that'd kind of be two questions, but, you know, the culture from what you've seen and what you're actually experiencing, and the support of what you've actually seen and what you're experiencing. If you can touch on
so the culture is extremely fun, and it's extremely like, you know, it's like no BS. You know what I mean? Like you, Dustin, I spoke to, you know, you and Dustin, the culture is like, there's no BS. I just get it done. There's no excuses. Just go out there, get it done, and build your residual income, right? It's like you guys motivate each other every single day, right? Dustin reaches out to me. He calls me in the morning time. He texts me throughout the day, right? That's the culture. It's like, there's no BS. Let's all get it together and let's go make that residual income, right? And when it comes to support, man, you and Dustin are great. Dustin literally calls me throughout the day a couple of times. He checks on me like, hey, buddy, you need anything? You're good to go. He texts me, right? Yesterday, I was with a merchant filling out the application. I had a question. You know, he picked up, he responded, also called you. And it was just right there and then. I call you guys, I text you guys. You reached out to me yesterday, you know, personally told me, hey, if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. For whatever reason, Dustin is busy or something. Your guys literally just a text and a phone call away, man. Like you're never out there alone. We always have you one call, one text away.
Did I sound out of breath when you called?
Yeah, you actually did a little bit because it's like I couldn't really hear you. It seemed like you was running or something, but you know, you told me you was doing burpees at your son's football practice.
As soon as you're like, all right, I'm with the merch, I'm like, all right, I gotta get my breath together here. Hold on a second. He's with the merchant. Folks, this is what we do, right? Like when we talk about the business partners versus sales reps, I always pound on this, but if you're not successful, neither are we. Daljeet, if you call and you're with a merchant and they're ready to sign up, and I failed to help you, or Dustin fails to help you, or Nick, or the tech support, or if we fail to help you close that deal, we lost money. You lost money. The merchant lost money. We all lose, right? So our different than the core model, but another part of our model is like we make money by helping you be successful. That's it. That's what we're here to do. So within reason, like don't call me at 12 o'clock at night, like with a question about Square. That's ridiculous. If you're with a merchant, 8:30 at night, we want to help you sign that deal because this is what we do. We are here. We're serious. We're building our business. Like you said, no bullshit. Let's grow our residual income. Let's change our life. So that's the culture. That's the support. That's what you're getting right out of the gate. And then last question for you. It's the question I ask all of our guests, which is, you know, if you could give one bit of advice to just winning, being a success in life. I don't care if it's about business or family or fitness or whatever. If you could just give a bit of advice for somebody who's looking to change their life and win, what would it be?
Yeah, you got to work on your mindset. I mean, it all starts with the mind, honestly. Like, even if you study all the successful people in the world, I read books. You know, if you study every successful person in the world, whether it's a millionaire, billionaire, they all talk about mindset, right? If your mind is not right, and your life is not going to be right, your money is not going to be right. So it's all about mindset, right? Whether you got to go to the gym or do something, get your mindset right first. Build that belief in yourself and just envision it, you know, write it down, envision it, and just go for it, man.
That's it, man. Way to end it out. You just threw the word belief in there as well. I know for a fact, if I went through my little library and Audible, I'm sure we're on a lot of the same books, if not all the same books. And what a great piece of advice. Daljeet, man, I'm excited for you. I'm excited to have you on here. I know you're treating it like a business, and we are just getting started, man. I appreciate you making it onto the call. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
You got it, man. We'll talk to you soon. All right. So that's Daljeet there. You are muted. You're good to go. So folks, there's two great stories for you. A couple of people coming in here. Both of them had something in common, and it's the word of the night. It's belief. It's believing, you know, in that they found the right company. It's believing in their self and believing that if they just do the fundamentals, if they do these things that they're being taught, that they know what work, and they stay consistent with it, and they have a good attitude, right? Daljeet's talking about mindset, you know, just going to work, all right? Person A going to work for 12 hours a day without a level 10 belief is not the same as person B going to work for 6 hours a day with 110% belief. The person going half the amount with 110% belief is going to outperform the person over here that's just working hard. So if you find yourself out there not having the success that you want in this business or at any category of your life, forget work. If there's something in your life that isn't going how you want it to go, and you're like, man, I'm working so hard. I'm trying. Then I want you to think tonight, like, do you have that level of belief that what you're doing is meaningful, that what you're doing is going to make an impact, that if you continue on your path, that you're going to get the outcome you want? Because a lot of people are working really, really hard and not really getting anywhere. And the more that they do that, the more their belief goes down. It's kind of a catch-22. And that is the main ingredient. Okay. So if you're just on here and you're checking easy payout, I want to talk about the last couple of things here. And when it comes to belief, it does two things for you, because there's two types of people, okay? There's people that are motivated by inspiration, and there's people that are motivated and driven by desperation. And I want you to think about which one you're in right now in your life, whether it's in this business or anything. Are you hearing these success stories, and are you finding more inspiration? Are you fueling your tank? Are we filling your tank of belief that you can do this, and inspiring you that you can do this? Or are you hearing these success stories, and is it making you go to a different place of desperation, of I need to make this happen, and it's not happening, and all those other feelings? And look, we've all been desperate. We've all been inspired. There's nothing wrong. I've been both. You've been both. But find the one that really plants the seed of belief and takes you to another level in your business. Because if you don't believe in it, it's not going to happen. And for those that do believe, there's a bunch of you on here. I'm really excited about the President's Club. This is where people that have been believing since they came in and are building a business and are doing things are going to be. So December 12th through the 14th, there is still time. If you are looking at Easy Pay and you could just feel it, you can feel that this is a spot for you. You can see that this is the vibe and the kind of people and the training, and you've got the belief and you're willing to work, then this is the place for you. And there is still time. Some people are going to be qualifying for the President's Club because we believe that hard work must pay off. We take trips all year long and go and hang out and do stuff with each other. But this is the big one where all the top people and the best people in the company and biggest contributors are going to be hanging out. So this is going to be an awesome time. And before I let you go, if you want to schedule a call with me, go to easydirectsales.com. Okay, the letters easydirectsales.com. You can schedule a call. If you are a true blue entrepreneur that believes you can put in the work and go out there and make something happen with this, then I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'm excited to talk to you. Make sure you schedule a call, get back there, get the course, get the tools. Folks, thanks for your time. See you at the top.